Like, it just really goes to show you, like, and we talk about it here, like, that's why this show exists. It's just the context and the culture around football. It's like, it's both, you hate to say it, but it's like, it's said all the time, right? Like, there's something wrong with you if you play football. Like, there's got to be something.
You're escaping something in your life to play football.
Football players are built differently.
Psychologically, you're escaping something or trying to unleash something if you're playing a contact sport like football.
You just have to have, yeah, exactly. You just have to be wired differently. Like, this game isn't for everyone. If you have a perfect life, it's going to be hard to go through all the adversity that football really throws at you. So I just thought that was crazy, seeing all the different stories. And what did you make of what the 49ers did? We talked about them getting Kinlaw, but with their second first-round pick, they took a receiver, Brandon Ayuk.
Arizona State, I don't know about that one. I think they should have taken a big-body possession receiver like a Michael Pittman Jr. or a Denzel Mims, who's a vertical threat but still big. Like, what red zone threats do they have at receiver?
That's true, but that's why they got a
small,
tight end,
fast, quick receivers.
They got a fullback.
Yeah, but Kittle ain't out here mossing
five different running
people.
backs.
Kittle ain't out here mossing people in the end zone. That's not his game. He's a catch, and I'm going to run through everybody because I run a 4-5, and I was also a late-round pick that the Raiders passed on. Yeah, I didn't forget. Raiders passed on George Kittle, too. Anybody want to justify that to me? You can't. Because I was watching I watch Iowa tight ends play. I remember when hello, caller. What's your name and where you calling from?
This is Ron Clements in Las Vegas.
Hey, Ron. How's it going?
Legendary Ron Clements here. Hold on. We got to give you a proper introduction. First off.
I apologize for being late. I was thrown off by the Packers trading up to pick Jordan Love.
We were just talking about that. But this man has been an NFL writer since 2009. You should really check out his Twitter bio, Ron_Clements. Traveler, author of the book Home Run on Wheels, a book about literally chronicling baseball trips across the nation.
Well, one particular baseball trip.
But
mine.
Exactly. Yours across the nation. But like when you told me about it, because we met at the NFL, was it NFL the NFLPA Bowl?
Yeah.
Collegiate Bowl?
Yep.
Again, top 5, one of the greatest press boxes I've ever been in. The jokes. Oh, the jokes. But most importantly, all your proceeds
the press box was lit.
It really was lit. And that wasn't even a normal press box.
The sideline, too. the locker room almost got real lit.
On the way to the locker room, the field, whoever, I think that security guard is one who probably ate all the cookies. That's why he's so jacked. But the fact that your book...
Man, the security guards during practices at the NFLPA Bowl were a little bit overzealous.
Yes.
To say the least.
Yes, indeed.
You can't be on the field. My pass literally says I can. I just talked to the guy. He said it's cool.
There was one guy who
kind of a euphemism
down the
for
tunnel as I was
Pasadena.
walking off the field.
Oh, yeah. That was rich.
I'm like, dude, what are you doing? But anyway, I digress.
But yeah, as far as your book, Home Run on Wheels, all the proceeds were donated to foster care organizations, and it's also on Amazon right now.
Yeah, I made 5 donations to foster care organizations. The primary donation was the Children's Hope Alliance in North Carolina. They sponsored our trip. We have their logo on the side of our RV. I'm at an RV park right now in Las Vegas. The original plan was to be here for the draft, but hey, Nevada gets to be the 45th state we've taken the RV to since March of 2018.
Not bad.
So Children's Hope Alliance got the lion's share of the donations, but I also made donations to Bethany Christian Services in Western Pennsylvania, family. Hoyleton Youth and Family Services in Fairview Heights, Illinois, outside of St. Louis. I'm drawing a blank on the place in Washington, D.C. Lutheran Social Services National Capital Area. And the other one was, I believe it was Lutheran Family Services Rocky Mountains in Denver.
That's amazing, though.
That's fantastic work. Not only that, you're East Carolina grad, Wisconsin native.
We will not be having any players selected in the 2020 NFL draft. East Carolina will not.
You might get lucky. You know, Mr. Irrelevant. You never know. It might shock
if that
all
happens,
of us.
I'll be shocked. But hey, Jordan Brooks went in the first round tonight. Something I did not see coming.
I know.
A Texas
I don't
Tech
think anybody saw that.
Texas Tech linebacker is a first round pick.
Yeah.
Who'd have thunk it?
Yeah.
Like they didn't have
Kirk
other
Herbstreit
needs.
was making fun of that on the ABC broadcast.
Like, of all the backers, I would have thought Malik Harrison would have went first round over that guy. But I mean,
Well, Patrick Queen went one pick later.
Yeah, that was crazy.
And the Packers did not learn from their 2017 T.J. Watt mistake. They had Zach Vaughn from Wisconsin sitting right there at 26.
That would have been a perfect
Or they could have taken. I mean, what has been the biggest problem with the Packers over the last 10 years? It hasn't been Aaron Rodgers in the offense. It's been stopping people. Remember the playoff game against the Cardinals that went to overtime, and it was in Rodgers got sacked and lost the ball, and the Larry Fitzgerald deep catch. Then after that, I think that was the same game, but it might have been a different playoff game. But the point has been the defense not being able to stop anybody. That playoff game was like a 49-46 game or something crazy like that, and it's been defense has been the Achilles heel. Even when the Packers won the Super Bowl in a year after the Packers won the Super Bowl, and they went 15-1, but they lost to the Giants in the playoffs. They had statistically the worst defense in the history of the NFL, but they had one of the best offenses ever in the NFL. And defense has been the problem for 10 years. This is a organizational thing that you thought Brian Gutekunst would have fixed, but obviously it's not the case. And the pick would be a lot easier to digest for Packers fans. And I grew up in Wisconsin, as you said, Ken.
Yeah.
It'd be a lot easier to digest if the Packers had stayed at 30 and made the pick, instead of moving up 4 spots.
That's what I was saying.
Why
though? It must have been Tennessee or New England was going to take him, because why else would you make that move?
I don't know.
Do you think the writing's on the wall?
It's funny you mentioned New England, because people are already saying now, watch, Rodgers is going to demand a trade and he's going to go to New England for a second-round pick.
That's horrifying. Please don't say that.
Yeah, don't speak that.
I would not rule that out.
You're not going to Houston.
I'm good, man. Can the Patriots just get in line like everybody else
and stop just go back to stockpiling picks and trading them again?
They're like that dude who keeps riding the roller coaster. Like, get off.
And like he has the cheat code. Like he can legally keep doing it. That's what worries me.
But yeah, man. So
now I will say that if Jordan Love's career path follows that of Aaron Rodgers, this Packers fans will be less upset, 5-6 years from now. But right now, pick does not make a lot of sense.
Yeah, because, Rodgers was the 24th overall pick, and Love was the 26th overall pick. And it's like, Rodgers has really only played like 11 years. That's a lot, but as far as first 4 years of his career, it was Favre.
Yeah.
And then you take out the year he got injured, if you count that, he's had a solid 10 years of just uninterrupted greatness.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Packers fans have been spoiled for 20, almost 30 years with 2 Hall of Fame quarterbacks.
And they don't build around them. Do they need a right tackle?
But they've only been to 3 Super Bowls, and they've won 2 of those 3. Now there are a lot of teams like the Bears or the Vikings or the Browns who would have loved to have played in 3 Super Bowls over the last 25 years. But
Rex Grossman.
when Redskins, yeah, but Cowboys, but when you have Jaguars, but when you have when you have Hall of Fame quarterbacks like that, I don't know, you kind of expect more from a team that is in the playoffs almost every year. And unfortunately, only one team can win the Super Bowl in any given year. And I just hope that, like, at the end of the 2021 season, because, see, we just had, Super Bowl 54, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
The Super Bowl 56 will be in Glendale, Arizona, at State Farm Stadium. State Farm has Aaron Rodgers and Patrick Mahomes as their spokesman. So how about the State Farm Super Bowl at State Farm Stadium, where Aaron Rodgers and the Packers beat Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs, and then Rodgers retires, and Jordan Love, after sitting for 2 years, takes over the team, and he's the next Hall of Fame quarterback.
Wow.
Boom.
You sold me. You sure you're not in ad sales?
I think we could just timestamp this and just so when you bring it up and tweet it up in 2-3 years, Ron called it.
But yeah, so backing up, what did you make of the whole new format and the whole remote Zoom situation? Did you like it, hate it?
With the draft tonight?
Yeah, did it make a difference? Because that's really all we were talking about.
Outside of Roger Goodell not being able to read a teleprompter, I kind of like it.
How about the Chargers, who couldn't even fill up their whole box?
But
that was bad.
Yeah, I like it. I like seeing the guys. Like right now, you're looking at I can't pronounce his last name, but Noah Igbenogany. I apologize for butchering his name, but he's a kid from Auburn who the Titans just took.
Wow.
The corner.
I'm shocked.
But
a small corners.
Anyway, just seeing the emotion on on his face at his house with his family, and you saw that with Cesar Ruiz when the Saints took him, the center from Michigan. I love seeing that emotion. Guys are comfortable in their own homes. There was one dude who was wearing a bathrobe when he got picked. That was pretty funny.
Yeah, that was.
But no, I really like this, and I think you're going to see more of this in future drafts where you've got a guy like I remember when Joe Thomas was drafted and he didn't go to New York because he had an annual fishing trip with his dad that he did instead.
Yep.
So you're going to see, I think, more first-round guys stay home to do something like this because now the NFL and the players in these teams, it was Dolphins who took him, not the Titans, but you're going to see more of these guys do this because now everyone knows the technology is there. They got through it. They made it work. And I think it's going to be kind of a wave of the future.
Yeah, it's almost kind of like everybody else, all of us. It's the similar situation. Hopefully this is the new normal for all of us. We can all get more remote work.
And on a side note, because you wrote that baseball book and because the season is still kind of up in the air, and we all haven't forgotten that, the Astros are huge cheaters and so are the Red Sox.
And the Red Sox got off light, though.
So light. Didn't somebody get some random third person down the line got scapegoated? I was like, I don't even know who got fired, but they weren't even really the cause.
Their replay guy got banned through 2021.
I'm just like,
oh no!
Really?
It's like the Miami Hurricanes.
That's that Boston bias.
Slap on the wrist all over again. I definitely do miss baseball. I was working for the Milwaukee Brewers during spring training, and that job ended prematurely. We were going to go in 2018 when we did the baseball trip. We were in Arizona in August of 2018. So when we went to a game at Chase Field, the roof was closed. My wife and I were really looking forward to going to opening day at Chase Field to see when the Diamondbacks would have been playing the Braves, to see a game there with the roof open. My wife's a Cardinals fan and I'm a Brewers fan, so we didn't really care about the Diamondbacks or the Braves. We just wanted to see a game there with the roof open.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, we were robbed of that opportunity.